I'm Josh Light with PoliticIt.com here in Wisconsin with Chad Lee. He is running for Congress in District 2 as a Republican. How are you doing today, Chad?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on.
So, Chad, tell me big differences between you and your competitor in this race.
Well, the biggest difference is that he's a long-term incumbent politician. And in our latest forum, he was talking about how his only other job he ever wanted was to be a congressman. So his dream is to be a lifelong politician. That's what he does. My background is business, where I balance budgets without printing money. I create jobs. I work with people from different backgrounds to get complicated issues solved with people from different that have different opinions, bipartisan solutions, and really that's the biggest difference between myself and my opponent.
Chad, talk to me about your experience and how it is helping you to become a congressman.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you're going around the district, and there's 7 counties, you have Dane County and 6 other counties, you talk to people from different lifestyles and different backgrounds. You have farmers, you have stay-at-home parents, you have single parents, you have people that are unemployed, you have mom and pop shops that are hurting. As I walk down different main streets, there's a lot of uncertainty in the economy and in the market, and people are just afraid to grow their businesses. And with my business background, I understand the difficulties. I understand the red tape, the regulation, that when that comes down the pike, the resources that takes and the resources it takes from the business, instead of creating jobs, they have to put that into paperwork or just extra hours for accountants and things of that nature. So frankly, that my business background, I think, is a perfect fit for the current economic times we're facing here as a nation, and I can bring those values and characteristics to Washington to solve the problems here in the 2nd District.
Chad, when you're talking to people in the 2nd District, what fiscal issues have you found that they're concerned about?
Mainly it's just jobs. We're sitting here in Madison, Wisconsin right now, the capital of the state. It's the center of our district. We've got a huge university, about 40,000 students, and statistically 50% of them when they graduate are going to graduate with huge debt. And 50% of them are going to be looking for jobs and not be able to find a job in the industry that they studied in college. And a lot of them are going to have to go back and live with their mom and dad, which they don't particularly want to do. And they're looking for jobs. And the other thing, too, is when you talk to people of that age group, you talk about Social Security. They're not planning on it being around for them. And those are the types of issues that we have to face and solve. And when you have bureaucrats running for office that are more concerned about the next election rather than the next vote that's going to be the right vote for America, that's why we're in this problem we're in, where we have $1 trillion deficits, $16 trillion debt. Every baby born in America has over $50,000 debt on their shoulders the day that they're born. So we need people that can bring solutions to these problems.
How do we fix this deficit?
Well, frankly, right now is not a time to raise taxes. I don't think we have a revenue problem. We have a spending problem. We have to get spending under control, and you can start with looking at the budget, and systematically going through and finding programs that are obsolete. Maybe they no longer serve the purpose they were created for. Maybe they're duplicate programs. Maybe they're overlapping, or maybe they can be privatized. If you can find any yellow pages, maybe we can start looking for the private sector to take over some of that. But that's not going to do it alone. We have to look at spending on entitlements, whether it's Social Security, which we just talked about, Medicare, things of that nature. We have to start coming up with solutions to keep it solvent for future generations.
Chad, are there any social issues people are concerned about in District 2?
Frankly, right now, when you look around, people are more concerned about jobs and the economy. So if we don't have money as a nation, I mean, there's nothing else we can really do. So I'm laser focused on jobs and the economy right now.
Chad, when we looked at your online influence, your IT score, you had a very impressive IT score. What have you done since that time to improve it?
Well, we have a very strong presence on Facebook, on Twitter. Our website gets a lot of traffic, YouTube, things of that nature, and just putting out mass emails to our supporters and keeping them updated really on a daily basis, exactly where we are, what we're doing, and letting them know that we're going to be in their area so they can come support us, ask us questions, and find solutions for the problems they're facing.
Chad, how's the campaign going right now?
It's incredibly busy. 22 days from today is the election, so 3 weeks from tomorrow, and it just seems to get more and more busy. But that's what it's all about. Going out there, shaking hands, putting on hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles each week, and meeting as many folks as possible, listening to the problems they're facing, coming up with solutions, and letting them know, hey, I want to be your voice in Washington, D.C. Come back, ask questions, and continue to solve the problems we're facing. The second district is a crucial part in the state of Wisconsin. As I already said, it's got the capital city, this huge university. We've got another university down in Beloit. There's a lot of folks that are hurting, and we need to find solutions, and I believe I'm the best man for the job.
Chad, where can people go to learn more about you?
Well, we're on Facebook, so they can just search Chad Lee for Congress. We also have a website, chadleeforcongress.com, and we're on YouTube and Twitter as well.
Thanks, Chad.
Thanks a lot, Josh. Appreciate it.